Alright, here we are again. Tomfooleries here with some good Priest Arena. We're 10-1 right now. This deck is very solid. And let's see if we can fight something that doesn't make units with its hero power. That would be enticing. Could probably handle another rogue. Rogues are scary though. I mean, you see a rogue at 9-1, you just like the guy has to be a very good Hearthstone player to have gotten that far with that class. Like it's not like he just is like a mage that managed to pick 4 flame strikes or something. And there we go. Okay, Pally Train. Pally Train it is. We're going second. We have a Zombie Chow in our opening hand, which is fantastic news. Enhancer Mechano looks like it might have been okay there, but I'm definitely not going to chance that. I will take the Power Shield instead. This hand is fantastic. If I can Zombie Chow the 5 damage into his face with the Alchemy, oh my goodness, I will be the happiest. And there's a pretty good chance, because he's probably not playing anything in the first turn. And yeah, I don't know, I just have a lot of good Jitsus here. Again, I obviously picked this Stone Skin Gargoyle before I picked the Alchemize, because that is just a non-bow. Nombo? Nombo. I've drawn a 2-drop. It is a particularly good 2-drop, and I do in fact have 2 3-drops. And he's still off sword next turn, so everything in the world just makes me want to do that. Because I do have a play for next turn. I have Powered Shield plus Acidic Swamp Ooze, failing anything else. That's fine by me. And yeah, so that Harvest Golem is actually a free kill here. I don't need the Zombie Chow dying to this. This will leave this at 2 health, so I will be healing this up. Which I guess leaves me putting this on this, which is really never what I want to be doing. Anyway, I want your cards, friend. I need your cards. So I am going to do this. I now have the option of... Yeah, I mean, that's just what I have to do. I don't really want that thing to have 5 health, but... It's just power shielding this thing sucks, because I want this to die. I don't want him to pick when this dies. I want to just run it into something and have it go on what I want it to go on. Preferably this, because I can't heal this once it's out. Yep. Where's that going? Of course it is. This Chow is gonna be funny. We'll get there with the Chow. I mean, this is much better now, so let's do that. Kings is a very strong card, and this thing always makes me laugh because it's actually a pseudo decent 2-drop as a 1/2. Ooh, yep, hit the right target, so that's good. No, no. Ah, well. You win some, you lose some, you know? I am definitely keeping this ooze until I find a sword. Until he finds a sword, that is. So he's got a 5/1 that I'd really like to hit with this hero power next turn. If I play this, it gets aced by that. If I play this and trade for that, he still has 5 damage on the board. Thought Steal is horrible, but looks really tempting. Yeah, this is bad. That was not what I wanted to do there. That was also probably not what I wanted to get out of that Shredder. Especially because the synergy here is just just abysmal. And I mean, obviously if I was a good Hearthstone player, I would have traded first so that I'd known when the thing was going to fall. And if I was a really good Hearthstone player, I would have played this on this side on the 1 in a trillion chance that this thing ends up, that the Shredder ends up dropping the Flame Tongue. Anyway, sorry. Several games ago, I was going off on a tirade about Shredder and how it's easily one of the funniest things in the game, mostly because anything can drive it. Like, how... Explain to me how this totem was driving a Shredder. Or like earlier, we got a For a little guy, pack a big punch. A mini bot, or whatever it's called. Oh, nice, he didn't kill this thing. Oh, he's gonna regret that. Yeah, we got a mini bot out of it, which is a shredder being driven by a robot. So at that point, isn't that just a robot? Like a robot driving a robot? Couldn't you have just built the first robot into the second robot and then had essentially the same result? Oh, this Thought Steal is like a rock in my hand. I hate this card in Arena. If I play this, Hero Power that, yeah, then he can't kill the Light Spawn or this. I'm just gonna go with that. Now, whether to attack here is a pretty interesting question. I really do not value this Light Spawn much, and I also, I don't know. The debate there was that now he can trade this, whereas he wouldn't have actually had enough damage to do that last time. But I'm actually so okay with him killing this instead of this that I would like to give him incentive to do so. And also it puts this thing dead to just that now. Hopefully that's being followed up by Hero Power. Actually, no, I'd much rather he played a card. For one thing, it would mean one of the cards in his hand is a 2-drop, and for another thing, we'd get another card out of his hand that hopefully I can top deck a Holy Nova for and just, well, not that Holy Nova plus this is much of a combo. Ooh. So I have 3, 5, 8 damage. He has 7 health worth of stuff. Going that there is obviously the most efficient. Clears the board, leaves him able to kill this with his face next turn. But I don't really have any way of avoiding that anyway. And all I can really do is take a little more damage to face as a trade-off. Yeah, that's not worth. Here, have a... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that too. That part was relatively important. Oh wow, I really forgot about this part. Yeah, so Ooze to me is a vanilla card. I read the card and it just says 2 mana 3/2. And every once in a while I remember that it has the weapon ability and I'm like, yeah, I'll hold that in my hand for later. And then like the guy plays a weapon and I just completely blank on remembering that I have the Ooze. Either way, that Ooze was absolutely insane there because now, ooh, is that going into that? I mean, it has to. Where else could that be going? Ouch, that's gotta hurt. That can't feel good for him. Okay, now we can Thought Steal. Finally we can Thought Steal. And I don't think I want to keep it as an activator for Pyro, although I'm sure I'll get something. Yes! Oh, life is good. Oh wow, and I even get a spell out of this thing. Yeah, that's insane. So I'm actually just going to freeze this, because that is a good enough fight. Yep. Well, this game is now well in hand. I mean, it's got a quite strong deck, which is not surprising at this point, but geez, Thought Stealing those two things. So I know I do have to worry about a Conce, which I was always intending to worry about anyway, so that's fine. Oh man, this just keeps getting better and better. This is just hilarious. So okay, we have Pyro into Consecrate, which will do 3 to all of his stuff and 1 to all of mine. So that will kill this, kill that as long as I put something into it. And then this can finish up whatever comes out of there, that goes there, and I can play a Shredder. Or heal. Or like whatever. Oh, unless, yeah. Okay, so anyway. This is happening. Come on. Time Rewinder. Of course it's something with Divine Shield. So in that case, add into that, add to that. That was... Oops. You know what? When I do things like that, my first thought is never like, oh man, I just messed up. Well, okay, first thought is definitely, man, I just messed up real bad. Because you know as soon as you clicked. Like, as soon as I clicked that spell on that guy, I looked that 1 health Pyromancer in the eyes, and he gave me this look that just said, well, like, why? Why have you done this to me? Why have you forsaken me, and what is wrong here? And my second thought is, thank goodness I'm recording this, so I'm not just making this mistake and it just being horrible. At least someone can get a good kick out of it. So there's that. Yep, we're just gonna go play Velen. We're going to heal this for 4. We're gonna eat his dude and laugh all the way to the bank. Unfortunately, Velen does not actually synergize with this. At least I assume. I mean, it says spells and hero power. This is neither of those. Oh no, the one to face. The one to face.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, now we are hitting pretty hard, and now we also have a Northshire cleric, so that's good. So what's the play here? I want insurance play, personally. I'm pretty down to just draw a pile of cards here. What am I afraid of from these 1/1s? I guess I'm afraid of the guy that gives all your 1/1s +2/2. That would be quite scary. Ooh, there's a Sled Belcher. I will definitely play that. Hit in the face. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, cover this Frost Elemental and maybe this Unstable Ghoul and the Stoneskin Gargoyle, but like all of these, every one of these I would play in a constructed priest deck. Absolutely. Velen being the most marginal, but in an arena environment where no one has removal, it's just insane. 5, 9, I'm 1 off lethal. Okay, so heal the priest, get some stuff. the perfect thing to have drawn. 10 damage. Restore 10 to ourselves. Yep. Pyroblast. Fantastic. Alrighty, 11 and 2. 11 and 1, sorry. Even that 1 I'm a little miffed about. Pesky shaman.